Vs. College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the way.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 36, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And his throw is incomplete.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
And they'll mark it down at the 30.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Crosses the 30. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Green. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes him pass the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Pitt! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Spits it out to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Makes the catch of the midfield logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Making side adjustments here. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready? Right. Single.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Inside the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and their recruits are definitely taking notice. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's the handoff. Nice move there. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Panthers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
They got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Mustangs send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The offense changing the play. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Using his legs at stop. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go right back to him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
The give to the back. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1.
Offense facing 4th down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab, he's got a first down. Touchdown, Panthers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. It's Green. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it, so the windows are not going to be...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. A low-line drive and not his best work. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. He breaks a tackle. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. The tag. Touchdown, Pitt. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. And we've been watching big games in the Big House forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 28 to Oregon. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
To the air on second down. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Mustangs will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it past the marker. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Flipping through the defense. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
SMU, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. And the Mustangs are in the hurry out.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quickly to the tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Throws to the back. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this is one of those tapes that you don't want to watch. I mean, I'm not sure what to point to. And listen, they got to take deep shots. I get it because they're down by a lot, but it's just a nothing well, man. It's just a goose egg on the scoreboard, and this is a tape they're going to want to burn.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
All down Now they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Mustangs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Finding open areas. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They boot it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. And the Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.